Welcome everybody to Thursday, then on the Fen. It is very early, hence a little bit of a shadow because the sun hasn't actually come up yet, although it looks beautiful, doesn't it? Look at that. It is very crisp. Oh, nice to get some good fresh air in the lungs though, first thing in the morning. Apparently it's also really important to get sunlight onto you early in the morning. Triggers something in the brain, releases some chemicals that are good. I'm no biologist or scientist, that's just what I've seen someone talking about. I also saw earlier this week a very interesting article by Stuart Swanson from Gowan, where he was talking about from next April the accounting method that unincorporated businesses use for preparing their accounts will switch. Now currently the default method for preparing accounts is the accruals basis, which has been the way for decades, centuries in how you prepare accounts. So accruals basis, if you don't know, means you account for your debtors, your creditors, your accruals, prepayments. You basically adjust the accounts so that they give a true reflection of the trading position of the business. However, Stuart highlighted that from next April, unincorporated businesses, so sole traders, partnerships, the default will be cash accounting, and you have to opt into accruals basis. Now, I'd heard some rumours about that. However, we don't really deal with many unincorporated businesses. We've got a few, but not many. So hadn't really paid too much attention to it. However, as a bookkeeper and management accountant, that worries me a little bit, because there are a lot of businesses out there who carry significant amounts of creditors or will be carrying significant amounts of debtors. So the figures in your management accounts or your end of year accounts are not really going to be a true picture of what's been going on if you need to know, if you're doing it on a cash basis. Now, cash basis, yes, is much simpler because you literally will be able to connect your bank account and analyse your bank account out. Unfortunately, that's what a lot of small business owners think is doing their bookkeeping, but it isn't. That's just recording some entries. It's not proper bookkeeping. And actually, if you went to a bank and asked for a loan, they're going to want to know who your debtors are, what your average debtor days are, what your creditors are, average creditor days, have you got any big accruals or prepayments, have your loans been reconciled, all that sort of stuff. So if you've seen that article or your accountants talk to you about it, before you take on the default switch and go to cash account, just stop and think about the potential impact down the line that's going to have. Stuart's article, which I'll pop a link in the comments, talks about the pros and the cons. However, as a management accountant, I'd probably advise that you opt in to accruals basis, if I'm completely honest. If you've got a serious business, you want to be doing your accounts on accruals basis. If you're a sole trader, a subcontractor, you work for yourself, you've got a relatively small business, maybe you do want to go cash accounting. However, you still need to consider what impact that might have. Say you're going for a mortgage and you've just done a big job at the end of the financial year, but you don't get paid until the following month. That income's going to go into April, not March, so it's going to reduce your profits for that year. So you're going to show a lower profit, you might not get the mortgage you want. So lots of things to consider. Have a read Stuart's article. If you've got any questions, you can speak to me, speak to Stuart Gowan, or speak to your usual advisor. He'll be able to guide you. So that's my bit this morning, cash versus accruals accounting, and the way that that's going to change. Okay, you can see me now. I've turned. The sun is rising on this misty, frosty morning. I will be back tomorrow live in the morning for Ben on the Fen. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you want to follow along to these videos. And yeah, I'll be back with got an idea of a topic actually for tomorrow, but you have to tune in to find out what that is. Hey, right, have a good day everybody. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.